There we go. Cool. Alright, we have a mission. Mission is, I don't really want to put on makeup, but I'm gonna, because I want to try out this webcam. And we're gonna do it as fast as possible. Hi Daytime. Yes, I got the Aerith from the Ever Crisis website. It's a WebP file, so if you just convert it to a GIF, you can have her. She's red. Isn't she perfect? Look at her. Look at her. She's so perfect. Okay. Yeah, I don't like, I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to wear makeup. I just want to have the camera on so I can try it out and talk about Rebirth. So we're gonna do it as fast as humanly possible. I still have a little drink. It's just juice. Yeah, we're speedrunning my makeup essentially because I'm not in the mood today. I don't know. I'm very tired. I'm just very tired, but I do want to play Liza P and stuff and just like talk about stuff, and I'm not gonna stream tomorrow or Sunday. So, I don't know. We'll just get it all done today, shall we? Alright, one and done product. Cream bronzer. That'll carry me far. I want... Hi, Dio. Hi. I'm speedrunning my makeup basically, so we can talk about Rebirth. I have to I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna get my iPad set up because I need to draw out stuff like timeline theory. I need to like physically draw it out. I can't just like say it and have everyone understand me. I think if I were to draw like physical timelines, people will get what I'm trying to get at. But I'm gonna do that. This powder. Let's see. Let's just, yeah, I'm not even thinking about this. I'm like not even really super in the mood. This is a good concealer. I'll use that one. Where is my... oh my god. My nose is just like gross today. Hold on, I need it. Yeah, but then we're gonna play Liza P. I'm very excited. Everyone just says, oh, it's Bloodborne. And I'm like, yeah? Yeah? Yes, I got the Aerith. Hi, Devontae. Yes, Devontae, they're just WebP files. So if you could just like Google WebP to GIF or whatever and convert it. And then you get a nice little transparent GIF for your stream layout. Wink, wink, knock, knock, no judge. Okay? Oops. We'll do these ones. I like these ones. I kind of like the texture of this one's more, actually. We're speedrunning makeup. I'll probably be done in like 10 or 15 minutes. Like, you guys will see my true potential. You did that good, based. Join the club. Join the club. I also have like 2 giants it's forming. Happy birthday to me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm just like stressed about nothing. I don't know. We're not even gonna care too much. Like, yeah, this is kind of dirty. Yeah, I'm still gonna use it. I don't care. So I want to talk about timelines. First of all, I want to get multiple theories set for any possibility of the timelines. I want to discuss how we think multiple Sephiroths work. Because I'm pretty sure everyone assumes one theory, but I'm proposing another, okay? That it could work. We're not sure yet. Not saying it's more right or anything. I like having all the ideas out there so we can like kind of pick and choose what's best, you know what I mean? You think Sora is gonna be in FF7 Rebirth? No way. Hi, Bio. This camera looks good, right, you guys? I'm very happy with it. You kind of have to fuck with the aperture every single time you start, like, depending on, like, you know, I use natural lighting, like, my blinds are open and stuff, so, depending on the time of the day, you kind of have to fuck with it, but it's really good. I quite like it. Yes, she's so oomphy core. Hi, Draga. Told me right. Yes, I know yours, but like, so are people only banking on like one theory? Because I kind of have multiple going. I kind of want to just like think of like every possible theory ever. I want to be fucking mega mind, okay, about this. Do I? I'm gonna put the sum in my hands. Yeah, that's how much we don't care today. Okay, ready? We're just gonna go like this. And it's gonna work. So I don't care. I'm also in my pajamas. I didn't feel like changing. Get over it. Because I've been fighting with Lan and James all morning, about whether it's a parallel universe, multiple timeline kind of thing going on, or we have merged onto one timeline, onto one world. Because a lot of people seem to think we have merged. But Lan and I are still on the multiple thing. So I don't know. We have to go through all the pros and cons of each. Ugh. My skin's also like peeling right now. I don't know. It's not a good day. It's not a good day visually, but I got a new webcam. I'm gonna try it out. Okay? What the fuck does Sephiroth mean by, you know, I killed her? He says Tifa in Japanese. I thought it was a misdirect originally when I heard the English. And like, you know, they have it playing over footage of Tifa, but it could easily also be about Aerith. But he specifically says Tifa in Japanese. So, to me, that's kind of like a easy thing. That they're just adding an extra layer of like Sephiroth fucking with Cloud. Right? Like he's going to tell her about what he did at like Nibelheim and stuff, and he either assumes he killed her. I think him being like all like basically omnipresent and all-knowing now. I think he knows he didn't. So I think he's intentionally fucking with him. To like obviously make Tifa and Cloud distrust each other. Probably for the build-up of the eventual, like, if Tifa's gonna, like, do the live stream enacting the memories kind of thing. It's probably all build up for that. I know, Jeff made white girl summer real, thank you. I love BB Cream Charlie. BB Cream Charlie? I love BB Cream. Yeah, he's basically implying Tifa could be like a Genova clone or something, which is cool. Also, okay, so it's not. I really don't subscribe to this, but like, what if she is? Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool? But I don't think she is. I think he's just saying that shit. But like, it'd be kind of cool. If we had imposter Tifa in the party, I think that'd be kind of dope. I don't think that though, but it would be cool. I think they could do a lot of cool stuff, but it'd be cool. Of course not Aerith Genova. I would be fine with that too. I think that'd be dumb awesome. It's not though. Hi probably, by the way. I didn't even bother changing out my pajamas. I don't care. I don't care. I just wanted to test out my webcam. Yeah, I'm kind of crusty. Aerith is Minerva. I need to rewatch. I can't recall who did that. Like, it's like literally like a 3-hour theory video or something. About how Minerva is really gonna come into play in the rest of Remake. I need to like rewatch that. And re-up my Minerva lore. I mean, obviously, Genesis and Minerva and stuff are actually going to be somewhat integrated, but look, okay, I had this like theory years ago when Remake ended, okay? When we found out timelines and shit, oh my god. I personally, I'm kind of buying more into the one timeline thing. I have to think about it more. I think it's actually pretty fucking plausible now, though. I'm not gonna lie, even though I don't, like, love it. But if we're still working on multiple, like, a parallel universe kind of thing, years ago, I bought into the idea that, like, specifically Cloud, Sephiroth, and Aerith, because of, like, Aerith, etc., with the live stream and everything, Sephiroth can control, like, Jenova, like, via life, like, he's all fucked up, we know that. And then at Cloud, because of Jenova, that there would be, like, hopping in between the parallel universes, like, Cloud's, like, internally, like, Cloud's mind would be going between his body and, like, one universe and another. I don't think it's gonna happen anymore. I still really like that idea, though. If, like, that's a thing, if we're still operating on parallel universes, because I think it would make sense. But the more, I don't know, the more I see people talking about it, the merging into one timeline thing does make sense, but I still have a lot of questions about it, and I kind of don't... I don't know, the end of Remake seemed to imply to me, like, Aerith sensed that Cloud and Zack were there in a different, like, space-time, though, right? Like, that's what it seemed like. Because Aerith knows when people die and stuff, or if people live or anything. She can, like, no matter what through the live stream, like, if the live stream connects, like, a parallel universe, that would make sense, correct? But it seems to be now, like, that could have just been an artful way of showing that, like, Cloud and Zack, like, she can see that bit into the future or something, and she knows that they're coming if they're in that timeline. Does that make sense? I still like parallel universes more. I think that's more interesting. I also think that because I was also talking to James, and he was like, oh yeah, they're gonna drop Zack halfway through. He's English, so I have to make fun of him. I think if you're expecting to play with Zack, like Cloud and Zack team up for half of this game, wrong. You're so wrong. Zack meeting everyone is gonna be like endgame stuff. There's no way. There's no way that they're just gonna drop Zack halfway through the game. Also, Vincent Valentine heads, I'm sorry. I think Vincent is gonna be DLC like Yuffie. I think he's gonna be in between 2 and 3. That's my personal opinion, though. Just literally just from this one trailer, from what they've shown and everything, and kind of how the tone of this game is already, I think that's what's gonna happen. Or even just, yeah, I don't know, like, that's what I think. Yeah, I'm lost on the Midgar stuff for, like, the timelines and everything. I know that in Zack's timeline, Midgar got very severely fucked up in, like, a different way. Like, that scene in the end when we see Biggs and they imply that Jesse and Wedge are also alive. That seems to be his timeline. That's when, you know, he goes to the church and stuff and everyone's, like, hiding out there and Aerith's not there and everything. That seems to be all connected to Zack. And so that clip that they just showed in the beginning of the new trailer with everyone on, like, pulleys or whatever seems to also be his timeline. Although I'm kind of thinking that it's just, like, propaganda because they fucked up, Barrett's arm tattoo. Yeah, I know everyone wants Vincent. I think it's DLC, you guys. I'm sorry. Because even thinking about how big this game's gonna be, we're already getting Yuffie in Red, right? And then they're gonna add in Sid. And assuming Kate Sith is gonna be like how Red was in part 1, where he's just kind of around and maybe he's like a buff, or like he comes in in like a couple chapters or something. There's no way Kate Sith is playable. So I think Vincent's gonna be DLC. I think he's gonna be in between. I think Aerith doesn't have complete knowledge of OG's timeline. I don't think Aerith is as, like, all-knowing as Sephiroth, but she's, like, very fucking close. Because she's not original Aerith. She just has, like, access to, like, original Aerith's memories. That's what I'm saying in my brain. Like, that's what makes the most sense to me. Hi, Miki. I know, show me the golden saucer, right? They're just gonna have you swap between Zack stuff in the party. See, I'm not sure yet. I do think that, but I wonder if I wonder how constant that's gonna be. In my brain, there's gonna be like maybe 2 or 3 Zack chapters. You know what I mean? Or are we gonna get another trailer where it's like, oh shit, you are swapping between like Cloud and Zack kind of frequently. I don't know. I think it's gonna be like not frequent, and it's gonna be towards the end of the game when things are coming together. I think the majority of the game is just gonna be like exploring the world and like, you know, going to Calm and Junon and like doing things that people expect to happen in FF7, because I mean that's how part 1 is. And they've already gone in this whole thing about like, we're not changing the story that much. Well, I mean, because they are. But what they're saying is that you're still gonna go to the Golden Saucer and all this shit. So I think that's gonna be like 70% of the game, in my opinion. It's gonna be like 70% of the game. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm gonna put bronzer on my face. That's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna go on a media blackout for a second? Why? We got a theory craft! What are you doing? We got a theory craft and we have 1 trailer and it's mostly gameplay. Again, I'm dying for another trailer. I'm dying. Honestly, next time I get a trailer, I'm dying for more, like even more than gameplay. I'm dying for more like cutscenes that I can chew on. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not sure how I'm personally thinking about timeline stuff now. I still think probably parallel universe thing is the most probable. But if they're going for hype shit, combining into 1 timeline would be kind of hype. Don't know. I also think the idea that, so this goes into it. I don't know if people think this is stupid or not. If they really did combine into 1 timeline, there's a chance that there's like, again, how are they gonna write it so it works? Did they go into a new timeline and like inhabit their like bodies from a different timeline? Or is everyone walking around in a universe where there's like 2 Clouds, 2 Barretts, 2 Aeriths? You know what I mean? Like, how are they gonna do that if they've actually merged into 1? Like, it gets kind of messy when you think about it like that. And I don't know, maybe I'm thinking about it too hard, but of course I'm thinking about it too hard. But it would be kind of dope if Sephiroth met Sephiroth. So I don't know. Cool idea for that peace boss. When you fight both timelines and they make you switch between Zack and Cloud. Oh. The power of the SSD, baby! The power of the SSD. By Cloud going reunion. Again, that's like a CG scene. I bet that's like, I don't know, Cloud internal PTSD fuckery. They show us a lot of stuff that I think is just supposed to be like, you know, throwing you off the track, personally. Could they be fucking more shit up? They could. I just think, for now, I'm just like, oh, I'm going to attribute that to more Cloud mental illness month. You think it's 2 of each. I think the Cloud going to the reunion shows that. I don't think there's 2 different Sephiroths. I think okay. So you think there's a chance of Cloud meets Cloud and Sephiroth meets Sephiroth? Again, kind of peak. I know a lot of people are gonna get upset with that, though. I think it could work. There's a lot to it. Do I think the idea of Sephiroth stopping Sephiroth from trying to kill Aerith so like the first Sephiroth can like win a world, that's fucking dope as fuck. Of course I want that to happen. Of course I want that to happen. I think Chris is right that the Midgar news report is a psyop. I also, when I saw a tweet this morning that someone pointed out that Barrett didn't have his tattoo. That's totally what I'm thinking right now. Which my friend Lan disagrees with me, again. We've already been talking about, I've literally been talking about this for like 3 hours now. He disagrees with me because he's like, why would Avalanche go through that trouble and stuff? And I'm just like, Avalanche is big evil corporation. Any sort of event that they can put on the terrorists trying to attack them, that totally makes sense to me. That totally makes sense to me. I still don't understand why they would show red though. Well, I mean, they could literally make up whatever they want. They could say Avalanche broke in stole an experiment of theirs to do like illegal things with. That's what Red is. Like when you think of Red as like their property, right? Like they could frame it any way they want. And Remake Part 1 already went through the whole thing of like framing Avalanche for all these heinous crimes and everything that they obviously didn't do. So like, I think that's kind of just, I think they're throwing that in to fuck with us about timeline stuff. I really think that's gonna be like futuristic CG, psyop stuff from Shinra. Trying to get Avalanche in like bigger trouble. And also because like, so they know about Barrett and stuff. They know the big guy with the gun arm, but they don't know every detail of them because they've never, you know, it's not like they had like a body scan of her or anything. So like, why wouldn't they miss like his big tattoo on his arm or whatever? Like they wouldn't know all the details of it. You know what I mean? Red is an experiment, but they could say it's terrorist. True. Like they could literally frame it whatever they want, and the whole and like I mean, in Part 1 we've already saw news reports from Shinra with like, you know, Scarlet in them and stuff where they're just lying to everyone. So to me, that's just what it seems like at this point. I think it's like, I think it's fake news. I think it's fake news. Trump is like, what? Trump. Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, in canon universe explanation, if like they're gonna count like the alternate reality, like Chadley stuff, I guess they did scan Barrett in. But I'm saying when you scan someone, I mean, I don't know. This is all like dumb writing bullshit, right? But it seems like if they forgot a big design part on Barrett's arm, that seems like it's some sort of visual direct to us to know that, to tell us, the viewer, right, that like that's not actually Barrett, right? There's also the chance that there is alternate reality them, and for whatever reason, Barrett in an alternate reality does not have a big arm tattoo. I think it's kind of dumb. So I am gonna go down the course of like, this is a Shinra psyop, personally. But again, it's kind of like, pick your poison. I don't think it's like stupid, but like, I think if you think about it too hard, it's gonna fry your brain. I think the easiest and most sensible explanation is Shinra psyop. That's where I am on that. And I think they obviously showed it to you first in the trailer because they wanted you to freak out about it. And it worked, so. What am I? He got his tattoo lasered off, yeah. He's like, I gotta be a good example for Marlene, you know? What am I doing? So yeah, I'm like genuinely like disregarding that clip from the trailer and like part of like my theory discussion about like the timelines and stuff because I think it's a Shinra psyop. So I don't, yeah, I think they're just setting them up or whatever. But anyways, what else is there? I mean, there's a lot of gameplay stuff and everything. I'm just gonna wait for them to talk about gameplay. I'm more into the plot theory crafting stuff. There's obviously like new mechanics there and stuff, which looks very neat and fun. But you blush. No. We'll try this one. I haven't tried this one. The chocobo farms are gonna be so fun. They're gonna be so good. Yeah, specifically with Zach. It's funny how they didn't show him at all. Like, they know, right? So I don't know the extent of like the Zach hopping we're gonna get. I still, personally, after all this and seeing how vast the world is, how much you're gonna be able to do, Zach's an endgame thing. There's no way. You're not gonna be meeting up with Zach halfway through the game. There will be Zach stuff maybe sprinkled throughout, but yeah. I'm sorry if anyone was coping about getting Zach for the entire game. Wow, I just gave myself like rosacea. Oh no. Oh no. Zach is more, yeah, Zach is more mysterious than Vincent now, because like we have no idea how that's gonna work. Again, I'm still on my theory that Jesse's gonna be at the Golden Saucer and stuff in like alternate reality. So like, for us to see that, I wonder if we are gonna hop between playing parts as Zack a little bit. I don't know though. If it is one timeline, then it would make sense that she's there because she'd be like living now, right? I don't know. Zack's gonna be the prologue, and then he's gonna disappear for like 2/3 of the game. Oh man, they're gonna pull a Roxas? That would be fucking killer. Come on, that would be killer. I guess my summer vacation's over. That would be dope as fuck. Okay, I'd be pumped about that. I still wonder what the new opening cinematic is gonna be like. I kind of hope it's like they get a shot of like Aerith, like overlooking the hills and stuff, like with the new open world and everything. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Kunzel had a chance to meet with Zack as a soldier too, and he was mentioned in the remake. True. I mean, well, like they just came out with Crisis Core. We all and like they're coming out with Ever Crisis. Everything's on the table. Genesis is coming back. Get over it. Get over it. Genesis is here. If you don't think that, like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's see. I'm gonna put. I never use these eyeshadows. I'm gonna use these in my Why not? Now with the idea that the game starts in the flashback with Sephiroth. That's true too. I think that's probably a lot of people's like logical thing. Especially since that's the first thing that they showed us ever, right? That's probably the first thing that they worked on. Is walking through with Sephiroth. So that's true. That's also true. So Zack being a prologue is like Zack being Roxas would be kind of dope. Night of the Round's only gonna be in FF7 R3. Yeah, we're gonna need like the PS6 to be on the horizon for it to handle Night of the Round, which is too bad. It's my favorite song, but that and Neo Bahamut. I like Neo Bahamut. Imagine seeing Genesis reading Loveless on upcoming Rebirth. I need that because I need it. I need it to feed into my delusions, my delulu. Okay? We're gonna go hard on Genesis. I still haven't watched like Maximilian dude, I mean, break down like the trailer and stuff. I don't know if he's done that yet. Did he like roll his eyes at seeing Genesis and the Ever Crisis thing? I'm curious. Alexander could be one of the good kings. True. Do you still think that house was Sid's? Well, in my immediate excitement, I thought it was Sid's place because the layout really reminded me of that. I think it's the Inn and Calm though, because that's when they have the discussion in the original game. So I'm pretty sure it's Calm. I'm back where you slandering no one. I was asking if Maximilian dude rolled his eyes when he saw Genesis's name in the Ever Crisis trailer. That's fine, and then we're gonna... I need to buy some more eyeliner. I'm just like waiting. I'm waiting for my birthday, so when I get my birthday gifts and I get some like gift cards and stuff, I can like not spend my own money. Is that lame? I don't know. Oh shit. I found my box earring that I've been looking for. Oops. Although, yeah, the trailer seemed like very early game. You know, going to Calm. The first thing they showed us last time was Cloud and Sephiroth walking around, which is probably going to be how the game starts. Let's be real. He doesn't want Genesis and Dirge to be a major part of the game, though. Too bad! Too bad! You know what I also noticed in that, news report or whatever, even though it's fake news, I think, about them dying, they say that sectors like 0 to 3 get demolished. Sector 0, isn't that where, like, Deep Ground is? Deep Ground's coming up, baby! They gonna be in the game! They gonna be in the game! I think someone on the remake team said that they might be changing up some of the order in which you visit places. Oh yeah, that's a given. That's a given. You're still gonna go, though. Do I think the grand finale of part 2 is still gonna be Temple of the Agents? I'm 50-50. There's a chance that it's the finale, like the final area of this game, right? Or they're gonna push it all the way to part 3. And it's gonna be like where everything ends. Kind of, right? It could be the Northern Crater. True. I mean, I think they're just gonna pull a whole new area out of their ass. Let's be real. Like, we're gonna go back to that 7 seconds, like the, what did they call it? The edge of the universe, the edge of eternity or something? Where Cloud and Sephiroth had that fight. Like, I mean, they're gonna do something like that for, like, the very final area, but, like, education, thank you. But, like, in terms of places we know, I think it could be Temple. But I think that's gonna be part 3, honestly. Northern Crater makes sense, honestly. Especially with how much they're talking about, like, Genova already and stuff. That's true. That's true. They're gonna introduce Jensen as one of the brothers of Weiss and Nero. We're running so hard! Okay, I want this to be done. I'm gonna put on brown eyeliner. Because my black's running out. So, oh, I didn't put a... I gotta bronze my nose because it's big. Haha, okay. Yeah. I firmly believe brainwash Cloud to be the final boss. Oh man, Cloud must die. Okay, I'm still like... I still kind of love the idea of Cloud must die. I don't think it's gonna happen. But I'm still kind of on board with that. To fully end the remake horror, because Sephiroth can come back no matter what as long as he's Genova cells. Like Sephiroth lives through Cloud, right? Cloud must die to end Sephiroth. I don't think they're gonna do that though. Not anymore. But I was always kind of on board with that idea. Ew. What is that? Ew. Why is it like goopy? I just got this. Dude, Aerith becoming the... Now, okay, this is fanfic territory, but can you imagine Cloud dies in one universe and then Aerith's like, no, I know how to get him back, man. Live stream bullshit, and then part 3 starts out and you're playing as Aerith and you're... So cool. It's not gonna happen, but it'd be cool. Oh, looks pretty good. Look, you can tell it's brown now. My camera's actually good. It's crazy. I think a remake will go to the Ava rebuild route of being the same, being mostly the same with massively different ending. And 3 will be completely new. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of get, yeah. I kind of subscribe to that too, except I think 3 is still gonna have a lot of the same. I mean, 3 is gonna have, like, the weapons come out and stuff, I think. You know, I think a lot's gonna happen in 3 that, like, we're familiar with, but it's gonna be recontextualized. And, like... Sephiroth's gonna be fighting alongside us to defeat Mega Neo Sephiroth or something. It's gonna be something like that. It's gonna be I still believe I absolutely believe in the Sephiroth redemption arc, by the way. Are people still throwing that away? I believe in it. I am absolutely on board with it. You think it's the worst thing? No, I do not. Would it be the worst thing if it was like completely absolving him of all his crimes and stuff? Yes. Would it? The way I view it is Sephiroth is going to find out his parentage and kind of just realize that he was like wrong. He's gonna get like a Javert ending. That's a layman reference, but like you get what I mean. I think Sephiroth ending up being like a tragic hero would be very fitting, especially for all of Remake. So all the major stories. I think they'll still make it a remake trilogy in a way to play FF7 without playing. I don't think that. I absolutely don't think that because this is sequel. I mean, it's a sequel. It's a sequel. It's a sequel. But like they're putting out Ever Crisis and stuff. Like they want, like, okay, they have the whole marketing thing of like, hey, if you didn't play the first game, there's gonna be a nice fancy 10-minute movie that you can watch before playing this game, right? They don't like, they're not writing that. You know what I mean? Like they want everyone to know original FF7, Crisis Core, Advent Children, before, like they want people to know. The only experience you get out of this without playing the original is like, oh hey, I went to Walmart, I did that side quest thing. You know, like, areas with activities, I guess. I don't think the plot is meant to invoke what the original FF7 did. Yeah, I mean, I still see a lot of people coping, saying that the whispers... hold on, I'm doing it later. The whispers were just because, like, they said anything can change, it doesn't mean that it will. They're just gonna all fall on their same fates again. I think that's fucking lame. Why go through that writing decision, which was guaranteed to get a lot of backlash from people who were very faithful fans of the original, to just do the same thing? Because they've already gotten those fans off the remake train. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's such a risk to take to then do the same thing. That's why I think Max is wrong. That's why I think everyone like agrees with his like take on remake. It's kind of wrong. Everyone did not hate. I am literally living proof of someone who did not hate the whispers. I am living proof. I thought they were very clever. I think that was an incredibly, like, it's a very fresh take to do for, you know, coming back to a beloved game 25 years later or whatever. It was 20 or 25, I can't even remember. But, yeah, no, everyone did not hate them. Everyone did not hate them. You're supposed to hate them? I mean, I think you're supposed to be annoyed by them in the game, but then you realize why. Because you have the outer knowledge to know why. I don't think you're supposed to hate them in the sense of just like, this is a bad, dumb writing decision. No, I don't think they did that. I think they thought it was a good decision. I think that's why they did it. Who would write a game and then be like, this is a bad idea, I gotta put it in the game? That doesn't make any sense. All the arguments I've seen online about whispers, I feel really sad. Oh, you're a 9 enjoyer? Okay. Multiple people have already said that most, if not all, the major events of the original will be kept in, just new stuff. Yeah, exactly, as in events, right? You're going to Golden Saucer, you're gonna have fun, you're gonna have your little dating events. You're going the calm, you're gonna have your little in time with the flashback story. You're going the Junon, you're doing that. But like, if people are expecting like, okay, that Aerith does this, and then oh, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then Aerith's gonna die again. That's not true. That's not true. I'm sorry. Copium, because that's not true. There we go. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong with 9. I've never played 9. I just hear that a lot. Like, geez, I'm so glad I don't like the other Final Fantasies. I only like 9. You know, the real one. I'm like, okay. You think they'd ever make Rufus playable? Man, fucking wish. Can I play him? Maybe he'll be playable. Wait, no. I was gonna say he'll be playable in Advent Children. You know, he can ride around in his wheelchair. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. No idea. John would be so much fun. I hope they leave in that dumb, soldier, like the memory game or whatever. I'm always terrible at that minigame. I want to see Barrett in a sailor suit so bad. And Red. And Red in his stupid little hat. Great. It's so good. Oh, the golden saucer is gonna be, think how good Walmart was. This is gonna be like 3 times better in my brain. Like, there's no way. There's no way. I just think like even at it's possible that the end of this game isn't even Temple of the Ancients. I feel like it's a possibility that people don't want to acknowledge, but I totally think that's possible. I need to rip my eyelashes out of my brain. Here we go. At the end of the day, I just want it to be good. I just want to like it, and I want to enjoy it as much as the first part, if not more. So no matter what they go with, as long as like, you know, there's good writing, then I'm gonna be happy. But we don't know that. Yes, Red has to try and stand up. It's gotta be a Scooby-Doo moment. You know, when they put Scooby-Doo in like the trench coat and everything and they take him on the plane. We need that. It's gonna heal the world. Okay, because it's legit 2 discs. To me, that's just advertising. That's just advertising. Very smart advertising. But I think it's an installation disc and then a play disc. They're not telling you for a fucking reason because they want you to think that. They absolutely want you to think that. Which, good on them. Because I think it's awesome. You're probably right with that, but I hope you're wrong. I would love to be wrong too. If there's really like a part 1 and part 2, that totally changes of how they write everything. You know what I mean? I don't think that though. Unfortunately, I do not think that. I need a drink, hold on. Oh, so good. Man, that Fort Condor minigame was so fucking fun. It sounds stupid to say, but it was probably like my favorite part of the Yuffie DLC. I'm not even gonna lie. At first it like pissed me off, but then I played it so much and it was like so fun. Hi, Creed. I'm just getting ready, okay? And then theory crafting more, and then we can talk. Liza P. Copycat. I'm still wondering. Now we know it's 2 discs, right? It seems like it's true open world, but I wonder if it's still just like really big zones, like huge zones. But it seems like they did full on open ass world. So I don't know. I wonder if they'll have actual Fort Condor or keep the minigame as a thing. I don't know. I don't know. It kind of seems like they just decided to relegate Fort Condor as like a very intense minigame. Be like, here's your taste of it, but we're not gonna do it. You know what I mean? I'm kind of fine with either, honestly. If it doesn't show up, I don't really mind that much. I need the quad one this guy on. It's probably big zones like Data Boy 2. Oh, do you mean do you mean what's that fucking called? God of War. Okay, you mean God of War. I was literally like, Data Boy! I didn't know that game. If it's open. Okay, so I mean, it's FF7. I'm gonna be happy no matter what. Riding around a chocobo was already fucking peak. I don't like open world games. I would prefer massively big zones with still linear elements, which I think is what it's gonna. I mean, there's still definitely linear elements. Like, that's just how they have to write stuff, right? So I hope there's like, you know, some cutscenes or whatever, and then you're just like, okay, you're in Wutai now. You could do tons of shit in Wutai, but you're in Wutai. You know what I mean? I kind of hope for that. I kind of don't want to like pick and choose stuff to do whenever. I want it to still be linear. I still want it to be like, okay, you're here in this area, you can do so much shit, and then we're gonna navigate you over here to be the next part of the story. Wutai should be I don't think Wutai's gonna be DLC because they incorporated it so much more into the main story. I think Wutai's gonna be like a very major area now. Especially since Yuffie is gonna be part of the group, like officially, you know, she's gonna be with you the entire time. It looked like Zone 2 Junon still has the same atmosphere as the OG. Yeah. So for me, that's like the best thing ever. You get like this open freedom and stuff, but like you still get like the linear, you know, writing and everything, which is what I don't like. You know, I've been playing Elden Ring in my spare time and everything. I don't care for real open world. You can go anywhere, anytime you want. For some people, is like a really cool thing. I hate it. I want to be told where to go. I want to be told. I want to explore a big area, you know, look at all the cool details and things to do and stuff, but I don't want it to just be anytime, I guess. I think you'll have big areas in between that you can run around. Yes, definitely. I think there's gonna be big, open, free areas that you can grind in and make your own party in. Because there's gonna be times when you're locked into a party. Like in the trailer, when Yuffie gets scared of Genova purple dust, okay? And she runs away, you can see Barrett and Tifa there. That's the way that they're gonna write Yuffie out for that fight, and you're gonna have to use Cloud, Tifa, and Barrett. You know what I mean? They're still gonna have that. I just got mascara all over myself. But you're gonna be able to like pick your party when you're grinding in like the open world when you're on your chocobos and shit. Does that make sense? That's still what I think's happening. Again, which is something I want and prefer. Because you can't write around just having a party of whatever you want, anytime you want. You know what I mean? You're gonna fight the Turks as Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith. Yeah. Basically. Actually, wasn't Barrett in that scene or no? No, Aerith was in that scene. Okay, yeah. Aerith was in that scene. And then we saw Barrett in Red Mine. Yes. Yeah, so they're still gonna separate people. There's gonna be times when you're flip-flopping. Which I like. That's what I wanted. I know people were still just like, we can make our own party anytime we want. And I'm like, yes and no. Yes and no. Alright, this looks okay. I look decent. I'm gonna powder my face though. Cause this camera. I look like I've been running marathons or something. So yes, if there are open zones that like you get pushed into by a linear story, that's like living in my dream game. That's my dream game of all time. That's exactly what I want. I like linear games though. I mean, I don't know. Open world seems to be thriving, but I don't like it. Will the most important optional scene, Cloud going through Tifa's drawers in the flashback? Yes, that will be cut. They're not gonna do that. At least I fucking hope not. Don't make Cloud that much of a weirdo, you guys. He's baby girl. He's not Predator. Look at that. Wow, I don't look like I'm super sweaty anymore. Cool. I need more blush though. That like took off all my blush. This one. Yeah, I always get nervous when they're like, oh, we were inspired by Gears of War. Oh, don't tell me that. I don't want to know that.
Welcome.
That's my worst nightmare. Doesn't he also mention that scene during the big twist at the Northern Crater, I think? Hello? I don't have a command for song. So, you look goofy right now. I'm just asking the song. I was goofy. You look goofy right now. How's the song? I don't know. It's the magic. It's literally called Magical Future Funky Mix on YouTube. Okay, it's some like Sailor Moon funky remix playlist. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, are we good? I don't know. Write up the mix yourself. Listen to all 4 hours of it. You'll find it. I need a good old... I had a lip liner at some point. I wish it would come back to me. Golden excited for master. Okay. I think ha 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 ha. Yes, I agree with that. I mean, I think most games would be improved by I think as much as people love Elden Ring, I think most people that play it would agree that like it could have been smaller and would have been probably better. There's like too much to do in Elden Ring. Cause there's so much to do that there's like a whole third of that game that just like you just don't get anything good out of. No, I do not agree. Okay, well then leave, please. It's so easy to get burned out with Elden Ring. I struggle to get through it, and the only reason I get through it is because my dad can tell me like the good places to go. But I'm on Bloodborne head. Give me that linearity any day of the week, baby. Alright, oh, I forgot how much I like this lipstick. Okay, I'm gonna leave that out so I can put it on later. Ta-da! We finished! Ta-da! Okay, now I can fucking get my iPad up so we can theory craft! Okay. This is very, very important. Okay. Ooh! In 110 hours easy. Okay, my dad is over 1,000, so. Get good at video games. He's a major ER understander. I don't know anyone else with as many hours in Elden Ring as he has. He has almost 300 hours in the Resident Evil 4 remake. I don't know how you do that, but he does. I hope FromSoft keeps alternating between open world and linear. Bloodborne. I'll never ask them for anything else again if they could just see me. Okay, let me see if I... Oh, did the video end? Video did end. Holy shit, we listened to all of the Magical Girl mix. Let me get the moneymaker out. So I have gotten this set up. I have not tried to stream the video. But in order to communicate how I feel about the timelines, it will be very important. So I'm gonna get this all worked up. Hi Jamie, hi! Are they gonna have Cloud beating on Aaron? I think they're gonna reinvent that part, we'll say. There'll be something akin to it, probably. I don't think he's gonna just, like, beat the shit out of her, though. I don't think that translates well. How did I do this? It's $1 million question in it. How the fuck did I do this before? Okay. Passkey. We got it. We got it, my folks. Okay, so that's good. Let me get... I need a picture of Sephiroth. Hold on. The other cloud will be a botch. Hashtag duh. My god, Devontae, you understand. You understand. Man, I wish I've seen people with giant Sephiroth collections that I'm so jealous of because I want that level for Aerith. They don't make as much stuff, as much Aerith stuff as they do Sephiroth. Where's his remake render? That's fine. Okay, so we'll get this open. Let me give me a minute here. Okay, we're doing unknown things. Window capture. There we go. So look at that! Look at that, baby. Okay, so. Let me get that right there, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right. This is my iPad, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy. I should move this. Yeah, that works. Arizona for you, gonna get a little tinier. Okay. Just gonna get a little tinier right there. What are we doing? I am drawing timeline theory stuff, okay? Because I literally need to draw it because I can't explain it verbally. So, we will use red and blue. I think that will be the most applicable thing. Oh wait, hold on. Let me... We need remake soundtrack, of course. Like, duh. Here we go, right? Here we go. So, what should we conquer first? I think we should try to talk about multiple timelines, correct? As teacher, Miss Cat. Miss Cat is good. Miss Cat is good. All right. So, if we are operating on parallel universes, okay? That's not what I wanted. This is the one I use for like everything. Okay, here. Here. Parallel. Agreed? Agreed. So, would that mean that... Okay, so... Actually, hold on. We're gonna need 3 for this. We're gonna need 3 for this. Okay. Because this is OG. Okay? This is OG. This is remake 1. And this is remake 2. Are we together? Are we together? Okay. Yes, this is FF7 101. Not 101 as much as like we're just kind of talking this out, right? So, if this is correct, if this is how the next game is operating, all the original events happen. This is F7, and then we have Advent Children, right? Okay. So, Sephiroth. we gotta get good old Sephi out. Mr. Sephiroth. Oh, make him tiny. Make him tiny and get up. This Sephiroth has gone to remake. Okay? Because there is... Hold on, we need Sephiroth number 2. Actually, if I had the multiple Sephiroth renders, it would probably help, but, we're doing... This is like, okay, so now... 2 Sephiroths. Because this is AC. So, because we know that there are 2 Sephiroths, are we thinking that there are 3? I can't remember what the Ultimate said. We know there's a Sephiroth that refers to himself in the way that Sephiroth does in Advent Children, which is why we know that it's the one from the original timeline. And now we have one that says, I think he says like, Ore or something. Isn't that how he talks about himself in Remake? So now this is new. This is new Sephiroth. Does that mean that now there are 3 of these bitches? Are there 3 Sephiroths? We have to account the number of Sephiroths that we're talking about here, first of all. New 2? Okay, because I have a question. How does Sephiroth work? Question mark. Right? Okay. How does Sephiroth work? What I mean by this is there one Sephiroth body that, like Aerith, all of these consciousnesses are going into one at different times? Like, can he channel his identity from different space-time, whatever, okay, into the body of the timeline we are in? Or are there physically different Sephiroths that are all inhabiting one timeline at this very moment? That is the question, right? Are they all like physical clones that can meet each other, basically? Yes. Because this is already a major topic of like people fighting over, and it's very important to establish, or else we're never gonna figure out the timeline. Okay, you think his consciousness is roaming around. People think it's clones. I don't know. There are multiple different like outcomes. If it is his consciousness, okay, which I personally think is quite probable considering how Aerith acts, but we know that Aerith doesn't have another body because she's Aerith die. Sad face. Okay, so we know that she has one body, but she still knows. But we don't know is how is Aerith being informed? Is Aerith's knowledge of the original future past her death as a result of the life stream telling her with her Cetra heritage, or did Aerith herself tell her? Does this make sense? I don't even know if I'm thinking way too hard about this. But if the life stream has an Aerith as like her protector, okay, let's just assume Aerith is Sailor Moon, basically. The life stream is combating Jenova within it because it can't get rid of Jenova. Jenova is like a fucking virus, okay? Aerith is our little... I need an Aerith render now. Hold on. I don't know if I have a render, but... Here. We do this. Oh my god, this is huge. Okay. Aerith. But her. She. Okay? Here, I'm gonna... But... Protector of live stream. Yes? Yes. I write really bad, by the way. If people assume I have really good handwriting, fucking don't, because I write like a doctor. Right, so she is part of the live stream, but it's kind of both. But it's important to know because, or to think about, I'm so bad at like articulating myself sometimes. It's important to think about though, because it's going to affect how they talk to themselves throughout the different timelines. Does that make sense? I personally think Livestream was like, hey yo, we can undo this. Remake the universe, right? We know that the live stream works in like mysterious ways, and now that we know that there's like parallel timelines and everything, that the live stream, in my opinion, is what is causing remake to occur. Because basically humanity ends and it's like a bad ending, and it still has Jenova poisoning the live stream. That is why remake's happening in my brain. That's why Aerith's back, and that's why Aerith knows things, correct? So, our little virus boy over here, Mr. Sephiroth, if he has no contact with, like, the live stream, okay, his consciousness is different. Well, I mean, obviously, right? But how can just Jenova perform? We know how the live stream kind of works. They're sending Aerith, and they literally remade time. They remade time. Time is happening again. And the events are happening again. But is Jenova, like, just, like, spitting out Sephiroth copies? Like, what's going on? What's going on with Sephiroth? I am unsure. I don't know if it's one person with the knowledge of everything, I guess that's what I'm trying to establish. Like Aerith. Aerith is one person, right? We know there aren't multiple Aeriths. Aerith just happens to have visions of the future from another time because the life stream has informed her. Sephiroth is like telling himself with Genova and stuff, but are there multiple and they're all different that we're seeing? Or is it just also like Aerith where it's one person being informed? Don't know. Sephiroth might not even have a real buddy. That's also true. That is also true. Probably something that I have not considered yet, because that is so much harder when you think about that. But he has to have some corporeal form because it's not like everyone has Genova in them, right? You can't have a real body until the back materia. Yes, that's true. That's true. I just mean like a physical form, right? Like Cloud's not imagining everything because everyone else can see Sephiroth. You know what I mean? He could be taking over the Genova guys. Yeah, that is true. I mean, that's how that kind of worked originally, but... Will Aerith meet OG Aerith? See, that's the question. Okay. Well, this is a mess. We'll get back to this. But... So... With the timeline, with little timelines, okay? So now, if there's this, right? If there is this... Do we... Are we now this? Are we up to 4 Sephiroths? Well, end of remake, we crossed over, right? If the story is working on parallel universes, as in, I should probably rename these to be Remake 2 is Zack. Officially. Remake 2 is Zack. Remake 1, Cloud. Okay? If we are working parallel, are there like quadruple the amount of Sephiroths now? Sephiroth number 1 is OG FF7 and 2 is Advent Children. Well, no. It's not true, OG. It's just OG again. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because this is new for remake, right? He is the one that the universe remade, that the live stream remade, without the knowledge, right? This is Sephiroth, but it's not OG one Sephiroth. This is getting insane. But like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? Like this, like little polygon Sephi did not come over here. It's just Sephiroth again. Okay, okay. So if we have the Cloud and the Zack timeline now, yeah, I don't understand how Sephiroth works. Sephiroth is obviously the biggest mystery in all of remake. I don't understand. Sephi as he would have been, but not actually him. Yes, thank you. Exactly what I mean, Gab. If we are indeed operating after the singularity in remake, or I'll just say fate. Dead. Finito, okay? Fate dead. We fucked that shit up. Are we continuing here? Or did we go here onto remake 3, which is Zack plus Cloud together in the same environment? That is important to ask because obviously that means Zack and Cloud can physically meet. Like the Cloud that we played as in remake, correct? Also, does that also mean that there would be doubles of everyone? Like, is Aerith gonna meet Aerith and Barrett gonna meet Barrett and stuff? Like, are we on doubles now? That's why I don't really like we have a combined timeline thing now, because I think like it's very messy. I think if you take that out, this makes more sense writing-wise and like how we're gonna jump between stuff. But then that means like obviously we're all doing this in Zack and Cloud Camino at some point. Do you know what I mean? So there's probably gonna be another event. I mean, this is gonna be some writing thing. Like I don't know what's gonna happen, but they will meet at some point. But I think for the majority of the next game, we'll be operating on 2 different timelines, a parallel universe. I say timelines. It's really just a parallel universe concept. It's been split. I feel like Zack and Cloud fusing timelines would be too much chaos. Yeah, literally. Because I don't think it's like impossible the more I hear about it, but it would be a lot to write around. We'll say that. It'll be a lot to write around. But yeah, I am confused on how Sephiroth works. Because we have our queen here. There is one. Now the question is, too, for Aerith, if Aerith has vision, from the way that she's written in Remake, this is my assumption, she is being told, right? Like she's literally like hearing voices or something. Do you know what I mean? The live stream informs her, but this Aerith herself has not lived through OG events, so she is not speaking from personal experience. She is speaking from someone telling her this is what happens to her. So she is not as like omnipresent as Sephiroth. So she's from like a different, you know, she's different. So, but if there are 2 now, if there are like 2 Aeriths inhabiting like the same space-time, is she gonna just like ascend or something? Like what's going on? If I remember right, the Genova cells are traveling across the, yeah, Genova travels across the universe, like, and it's infected the live stream. Could you kind of lay down how the Zack timeline stuff is working in the first place? Oh, okay. You want me to like, okay, hold on. Clear the board, clear the board, clear the board. This is, okay, so this is for the uninformed, okay? OG FF7 will be green. These are the original events of the original series. This is, I don't know, or Crisis. I don't know. This is like all the prequel shit. This is FF7. This is Advent Children, okay? Here. This is where the original story ends. Advent Children is the bad end. Remake occurs. With Crisis Core still like happening. I had a drink, by the way. Oh, sorry. Here is where fate changes. Because fate changes here, we'll give Zack a nice cyan, right? This makes Zack not die when he's supposed to, okay? So now it's been rewritten, so fate is, this is working like alongside. This is working alongside the fact, I don't know if this is really 3 or 2. I think that's my question. Because we know that at the end of Remake, the reason we know that we're in a different place is because Zack, in the Zack clip, the picture of Stamp passes by the camera and it's a completely different dog. So we know it's a different, like, it's a different plane of existence, basically, where Zack lives. So that's why I operate on the theory that remake continues. Sorry, my writing's so bad, but like you can kind of see that. Where Zack lives, but this is like 1 and 2. Okay, so you think it's 3? Yeah, to me 3 makes the most sense too, because this isn't Zack. This is not Zack from here. Zack died here. Zack died here. There are 2 universes now, onto which, hi Dante, Zack has lived in 1. This Cloud, Remake Cloud, did go through Crisis Core. Everything that happened in Crisis Core did happen to this Cloud, but because the universe split again when Aerith was like, up with the Tinkerbell dust, okay? This is a reality in which that doesn't happen to Zack. The live stream remade FF7. Aerith does it again for like Zack and Cloud, basically. Basically for all of them, but they're operating in 2 different places. Yes, because yeah, the world's been changed. You get that. One of the important things that could answer a lot of questions of what Stamp looks like for the main party. Well, Stamp's like a beagle or something. We still don't know what happens to Crisis Core Cloud. Yeah, exactly. Well, because now, obviously after Crisis Core, originally, he crawls back, and then that's when like Tifa finds him and stuff. Oh, I think daytime means when they see him in Rebirth. What do you mean? Yeah, but when Stamp changed, is that first for Zack, or did it also change for the main party? No! Oh, okay, I know what you mean. I know what you mean now. It's a completely different place, but we don't know if our party has walked into that Zack's world. Yes, I understand what you mean. Because we have not seen them look at Stamp yet. But we don't know. That's why I'm just talking about this, because we don't know. I still think it's 2, because I think writing 1 is messy. That's just like my take, though. Okay, wait, Gav is talking to me. The original remake timeline ends with the party and the stretchers and Rebirth. No, 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 Gav. Okay, so remake has not ended. remake has not ended. Also, those stretchers, this is a running theory right now, but like, no, you're fine. I'm just saying that those stretchers are from Zack's timeline now. Zack, we know Zack is walking back to Midgar, and he goes to Aerith's church, and everyone is just hiding out there because it's like a refuge, okay? So Zack is in the timeline where everyone gets hurt, but like lives. They're surviving the wreckage. The ones we played in remake were just like la-di-da. They're in the world now. They don't live through, well, like, they live through it, but they're not there to see the wreckage or anything. So Zack is gonna be, honestly, it's probably gonna be a big gameplay thing. Like, they're gonna reuse Midgar and stuff. I feel like we'll play Zack a little in Midgar, and they'll probably, like, honestly, it's probably gonna be how we see, like, Biggs and Wedge and Jesse and stuff, now that I think about it. But yeah, Zack is in that timeline where Stamp is different and people are fixing up the wreckage and stuff. Oh, right, yes. These ones, I don't think there was a giant, there's technically not a giant. Yeah, so these, okay, that also confirms again for me why there would be two, I guess. Because when we look at them in the back, like when we get the shot of everyone in the back and we see Midgar and stuff, it doesn't look like it's going through shit. You know what I mean? So Zach is walking in on people going shit because he's dealing with the wreckage of them creating like the fucking tornado, basically. So that to me would say, yeah, there's two still. And that we're walking around on a different plane of existence than Zach is. And that's why Aerith had like the feeling of when they were walking away, that Cloud and Zach were walking towards them. Because Aerith can sense when people live and die and stuff, you know what I mean? Like end of Crisis Core, she knows Zach is dead. And now she senses that she's here again, but they're walking at the same time and they're obviously not in the same place. So there's that. There is that. To me, this makes the most sense. People are saying that it's just one merge timeline now. I don't think that, but I think the psyop happens when Midgard News is blaming Mutai. Also probably. That's also probably true. Okay. So that's that. I don't even know where to keep going. I really don't, because I don't. What is your game? Sephiroth. What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't understand. I don't. Sephiroth wants to win. Which we know. Like this we know. Okay? Look at him. He wants to win. The game is to get the black materia. But does he even really need the black materia anymore? Let's be real. Let's be motherfucking real. This man has become a god. This is Advent Children Sephiroth, where he's already got all the power. And now he's communicating with, like, new Sephiroth. Like, does he really need it? Is this gonna become a big thing about, like, Minerva and stuff? Probably. Loveless seems to be very important now. The whole thing with Genesis and everything seems to be very important. I don't even know. I don't know. He may not actually be AC Sephiroth. Well... I mean, yeah, but, I mean, we see in the fight at the end of the game that he's using Advent Children, like, moves. Does he just need to know how to do that? Could he do that anytime? Like, I don't know. I don't know how Sephiroth works. But, I don't know, maybe. He's definitely AC Sephiroth. Like, yes, Devon, like, unabashedly, yes. But we mean, is he physically Advent Children Sephiroth? Or is it just his consciousness from the Advent Children timeline communicating with new Sephiroth? That's what we're wondering. We're wondering how Sephiroth's, like, consciousness jumps around, if it does. Or if there are multiple in the same plane. I need to know, is Sephiroth gonna fucking meet Sephiroth? That's what I need to know. Miss Kingdom Hearts. No, we're not gonna work Kingdom Hearts. I'm already confused enough. The bigger game just might be Mind Screw Cloud to the point where he doubts even more. I mean, that's a given. That is not the goal, though. Sephiroth did not just come to be annoying the Cloud. That's just like that's just like a plus. You know what I mean? He's obviously talking in the new trailer. He's obviously talking to Cloud about Tifa, trying to convince him that she's some kind of clone and stuff, just to like sow distrust between the two. Obviously, so because he knows that Tifa's the one who eventually finds, like, helps Cloud find himself again. You know what I mean? That's obviously a big part of, like, what he's doing so he can win, but that's not, like, why he's doing it. Does that make sense? At least I think so. If that was like the pure reason, it'd be like, man, he really is like a cat. Just knocking shit off the table. I don't know. I don't know. This is where my brain stops. Or maybe he did kill her in Nibelheim in another timeline. I mean, are they gonna pull a there's always a lighthouse on us? That's what I want to know. This is something that, like, we're tinfoiling right now. This is obviously something that they've not shown or hinted at. Are they gonna pull there's always a lighthouse on us? Or there really was Livestream just like, okay, 2 timelines is enough. You know what I mean? Are they really gonna write, like, multiverse, like, there's a place where I killed Tifa and you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, maybe they're saying, like, in Zach's timeline. Did I write that already? I did. That's Zach's timeline, okay. In Zach's timeline, that Tifa died in Nibelheim and stuff. Well, that would make sense. No, I don't think that would make sense. Because the timeline has only split where Zach was supposed to die. Everything prior to Zach is completely similar to Odin Remake. Do you know what I mean? I think Nibelheim happened the way it did, no matter the universe. If anything, maybe that's what he's trying to go back even farther and, like, do. But I think it only splits where Zach is meant to die at the end of Crisis Core. Do you know what I mean? Or is that? No. Yeah, no, that's definitely after Nibelheim. So, because that would be way too much. That would be way too much, right? That would be, like, crazy. So I think everything established about, like, the childhood and the Nibelheim event and all of that is going to be kept the same. But then why is it? No, I'm saying there's gonna be little dumb things that are different. There is a chance that Barrett in that clip or whatever, there's a Barrett in this universe without a big arm tattoo. That stuff is like, whatever. I don't think everything that happened in Nibelheim is gonna be completely different though. This whole timeline thing is working on, like, the butterfly effect idea. You know? It's not like literally just because it's a different timeline, literally everything about the world's gonna be completely different. I don't think that. But then why is Stamp different? Stamp would have changed design for Zach stuff. Well, we don't know that. When we get that shot of him, he's beaten everyone. It could just be like, hey, like, it's, I mean, I think it's just a visual shorthand for telling us something's different. I think if you think, like, that hardcore into it, it's not, none of this is gonna make sense. none of this makes any sense if you think, like, beyond that. No, I only think everything from where Zach dies forward has the possibility of being completely different. I don't think everything from Zach back is different. Because that's another reason why they released Crisis Core. They want people to know the Crisis Core story. Yeah, but if it's some sort of butterfly effect, then it would have gone all the way back to change whoever designed Stamp. No, that's too much. No, that's too much. You have to think, like, you also have to kind of think like a writer on this, okay? There's only so much that you can, like, communicate, I feel. in, like, this format, also while keeping in line with original events that fans expect from the game. they've already said they're not gonna make everything completely different. Okay? That's not... If they did that, if they were like, oh, remake 2 timelines, Zach, like, everything's completely... Like, none of that stuff that we put out even matters, so don't even, like... That'd just be dumb and bad, and, like, bad marketing for them, honestly. I just don't... That doesn't make any sense to me. That just doesn't make any sense to me. If you were writing a huge space-time continuity, would you want to do that? Probably. We have to think of this like Back to the Future. Exactly. This is... I'm not saying it's dumb. It's smart. But there's, like, limitations to how much you have to think about it, I guess. Like, you don't need to pop open, you know, a physics book. We're not... We have to think about this in terms of, like, space-time of how they are. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like none of this is fucking real, right? We're not working on, like, reality. We're working within FF7 lore. This is only happening because we know that the life stream is this almighty thing that can control space, time, life, death, all of that, you know? So that's why this, like, works at all, basically. Need more Jews. So yeah, I'm saying, personally, Daytime, I think you should discard that. You're thinking way too hard. That's just, like, way too hard territory. That, it doesn't even matter. It's split where Zach was supposed to die. It's split where Zach was supposed to die. Anyways. I don't even know what else. I guess I don't even know what else to say now. Does anyone have their own theories that I can draw out? Does anyone have something different? I've got one if we assume the Shinra broadcast is real. What? I feel like Shinra will act mostly the same, right? Yeah. Okay, well, Hojo is crazy. We know Hojo's crazy. And we know Rufus could see the, time ghost. What do they call it? Arbiters of Fate. Rufus could see the Arbiters of Fate. So something's different with Rufus. Did Hojo cuck Vincent in the Zack timeline? Yes, unfortunately. In every universe, Hojo cucks Vincent. I'm sorry, Gav. Thank you. She's like... saving the planet. One flower girl at a time. Vincent you said true, true. So for me, the real key to remake, I think I'm like thinking overall, honestly. I'm thinking like overall story personally. I know people want to like know what they're gonna do with like specific scenes and everything. I'm just thinking like overall fucked up compendium thing. If there are 2 timelines, I totally believe that Because, okay, we know Sephiroth's Jenova. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. He's got Jenova cells in him. Cloud also has Jenova cells in him, and that's why Sephiroth keeps coming back. Okay? And Aerith can communicate with the live stream at any time, in any place. So between Aerith, Cloud, and Sephiroth, there will be communication between the timelines. Okay? And I really think Cloud's gonna be able to, like, consciousness hop or something at some point to, like, meet Zack. I don't think Zack is gonna meet these guys unless there's some crazy ending where they, like, merge everything into one. Barrett's daughter also is... That is a very long-running theory. Marlene is like part Cetra. I don't think that Marlene has some sort of connection, I think, to like Aerith and stuff. But like, I don't think it's Cetra. I mean, it could, I don't know. It could be. I don't think Marlene has to be important as she. Marlene said something different. I think the big thing with when Aerith hugged Marlene and Marlene kind of glitched out, it's because she like felt it from a different time, right? Like, I think everyone's gonna be, I think Athena too, honestly, if we see Jessie, Biggs, and Wedge, there's gonna be something in them that like, they're gonna glitch, I don't know, like mentally glitch out or whatever, that they like know that they died at some point. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's the whole thing of like, because we have all these different time things going on and people are reliving events but differently and stuff, Marlene knows that she's met Aerith before. I don't think it's a Centra thing. I think it's like a live stream time thing. There's enough supplemental 7 material that I feel like it would have been, yeah, or somehow worked in. Honestly, they totally, like, could throw that in as a wrench. I don't think they will, though. I think it's just more like Marlene touching Aerith for the first time. She realizes that she knows her. And if you remember the end of OG FF7, she, like, knows that she comes back with the live stream. Like, she knows that Aerith's the one who, like, controls the live stream and saves everyone and stuff. So I think Marlene and Aerith have, like, that kind of connection. And I think that's what they're just throwing that in from the original. It's the same thing that happened when Aerith touched Red. Yes, true. Right, and
welcome.
Red also now, oh, thank you for the follow. Red knows now. Red is really interesting too because he, I mean, he's like kind of like a spiritual character too, and like, you know, Buchenhagen's like his grandpa or whatever. He definitely knows a lot's going on. I don't think he's been like told. I think Aerith told him. Okay, I don't think Red has knowledge from the live stream or anything like Aerith, but when Aerith touched him, I think he's like spiritual enough and like informed that like her touch communicated a lot to him. And that's why he knew about like, when we got Avon children scenes at the end, he was like, this is the bad future and stuff, because Aerith told him via her touch, like via her communication, because Red is like spiritual like that. They have, you know, Nanaki, like his breed, like has that connection with the planet and stuff. They're literally animals, right? So they're more connected in that sense. But he doesn't have like Omega knowledge. He's not a Sephiroth, and he's not even Aerith tier, but he's below Aerith. So I mean, it goes like Sephiroth, Aerith, and then Red, I think, in terms of like cosmic knowledge. But yeah, so I think that's what happened with Marlene too. I think Aerith can like really like communicate because of live stream and stuff that like things are like weird, or she can show people visions. I'm sure she showed Marlene something. I'm sure she showed Marlene the end of the fucking game. Let's be real. She showed Marlene the end of the game. So if it's 2 timelines, I just want to know, does your 2 timelines eventually converge or they never meet Zack? This is my big brain thing. Do I think they could totally converge and that's like the end of part 2? Yes. I don't know how you'd write that though. That would be another like fate altering thing. I think, I've already said this, but I don't think Devontae was here. Sephiroth has Jenova cells in them. We know Jenova, that's why he can like communicate through the live stream and he's like this virus, okay? No matter where he is. Jenova can find Jenova. Cloud also has Jenova cells in him. No matter where he is. So, I think we will get Cloud Zack gameplay because there will be a point, especially with Cloud and all his mind switches and shit, he's gonna be able to inhabit the body from the Zack timeline. We will be brain hopping through Cloud and we will go back and forth at some point. I don't know if it's gonna be in this game, but if you want Zack and Cloud gameplay, Cloud's gonna have like a breakdown moment and he's gonna wake up in his body in the Zack timeline. That's like more viable than ever, honestly, and the more I think about it, I 100% think that's like how it could be. Especially since everyone else is alive here. You get to meet other Aerith, other Tifa, other Barrett. Okay? But Cloud with like his breakdowns and his instability, like, you know, not knowing who he is and stuff, he's gonna be able to go. And I think that's how they're gonna make Cloud meet Zack. Because we're gonna be able to play this Cloud. And not this Cloud. Or it'll be this Cloud going to this Cloud's body, I'm not sure. Either way, you're gonna be playing as this Cloud. That's what I think. I don't know, I just don't see them only having Cloud do it. What do you mean? On a like a lore level, it can only be between Sephiroth, Aerith, and Cloud. Cloud has Jenova cells. It's not like Barrett and Tifa and stuff can do that. They are people. They don't know what's going on. Tifa knows now something's up with Aerith just because Aerith knows too much, but it's not on like a cosmic level. They aren't just gonna be able to like find out and then like meet the timeline. What if Cloud gets Mako poisoning earlier on and that's where Zack comes in? I mean, that's true too. That's also true. That's a way that could like flip it over. I know that's why I think it's them in the new reality. I don't think that because I don't think like I'm not saying you're wrong, by the way. It's literally just like we have to see what's gonna happen. Because it does make sense. I think it'd be way too messy to write. Because we know for a fact that there are two Clouds here then, if it's one timeline. Is that kind of hype? Yeah, but I think they're going to talk more about how the live stream works. Especially if like we're gonna get into like Genesis and Minerva and stuff. Okay, when Cloud gets in the wheelchair, that's when we play as Zack. That'd be kind of funny, honestly. Yes, I think we're gonna like conscious hop. I think we're gonna consciousness hop, personally. I don't know if anyone else has said that, but like I've been thinking that since like Remake ended, personally, with like everything about Jenova and stuff. If it is one timeline, which is definitely theoretically possible, I'm not saying it isn't, I just think it's messier and they have a lot more to write around. Then we're gonna have two Clouds meet and we're gonna have like, you know, two of everyone, basically. People seem to think that they died and there's only gonna be one of everyone in there, but we know that they didn't. We know that they didn't. I mean, if anything, this Cloud's gonna end up in a bed for a very long time, and then Zack's gonna run into our Cloud, if they are on one timeline. Right? Like, they even brought up the concept of Mako poisoning and Remake with Jesse's dad. That can't be for nothing. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's gonna happen to him. That's gonna happen, for sure. I just think when he gets Mako poisoning, bam! It's time to wake up and you're gonna see Zack. Would that not be dope as fuck? Let's be real. Let's be real. That'd be so fucking dope. And Era's still gonna be here, by the way. I am not betting this girl. I'm not betting on her dying at the end too. I'm not. Here's my problem with Seth 3. Like, how does he exist? What do you mean? Do you mean this one? Do you mean Zack Seth? Because we have Advent Children Sephiroth, we have Cloud Remake Sephiroth, and we have Zack Sephiroth now, apparently. I mean, I don't really know. I'll be real, I don't really know. This might not be a thing. But it probably is because it's Genova and I mean, he doesn't really have like a true body yet, right? So I mean, he can make as many clones as he wants. He can be anywhere whenever he wants. If Eric lives, there's a chance of Zack lives and also meets the whole party. I think there's a reality where they all live. I don't know if it's gonna be a bittersweet thing where, like, hey, everyone's happy over here, but, like, something's gonna happen here. Or if they're gonna merge, or what. I do actually think there's a chance that Aerith dies at the end of all of it, though. Like, she's gonna sacrifice herself to, like, make the space-time continuum good. But she's not gonna die next game, I'm sorry. You guys gotta clip me on this. If I'm fucking wrong, I'm just gonna have to do actual clown face paint. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. I don't see her dying next game though. If she dies, it's gonna be a grand finale game 3 thing. We don't know if Seth exists with Zack. Didn't Zack kill him? I mean, did he? Should you clip this? You clip it if you want, yeah. Yeah, no, Cloud does it. Right, Cloud does it in the original. When she dies, it won't be Sephiroth in the City of Ancients, you mean? Yes. I mean, I think it's gonna be a grand finale kind of sacrifice thing if she does go. And it's gonna be for the purpose of saving the planet in a different context, as in, like, she has to fix the timelines kind of thing. That's what I 100% think. I'm actually still 50-50. I'm 100% on her living through most of the games. I am not 100% on her making it through the last one. That's what I'm teetering-tottering about, basically. I know, Gab, we have to wait so long. Well, hopefully we'll get more to chew on soon, but have fun at work. Thank you for coming. I'm gonna play less of you soon, by the way. It's just been fun talking to people about this. It's still fun right now, because even though they showed us stuff, they honestly showed us mostly gameplay and environments. We don't have a lot to chew on in terms of story yet, so we're in, like, prime theorizing era. We're, like, most things are possible, which I think is fun. I'm not saying that anyone's, like, super wrong, by the way. I think there's some things that definitely don't make sense, but, like, if you're on the one timeline thing or whatever, like, we don't know. You could totally be right. I could be right. I could be wrong. I don't know. I think that's the fun part, though. I like talking about it and seeing what comes out in the end. You think she's safe? Do you think Aerith's gonna make it all the way through? I know, genuinely, I know. Do you know why I know she's gonna make it at least to the finale of the last game? Because of capitalism. They're gonna make more figures, you guys. They're gonna make more merchandise. Aerith sells good. Aerith and Tifa sound good. Like, it's gonna happen. The only reason I'm saying this is because if Aerith is missing in Remake 2, where's Seth in the mix? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I'm not sure if Aerith will die or not, but I think either she and Zack will live in a happy ending for everyone, or they will both die to fix things. Yeah, I think that too. There's also a third ending, where it's Cloud must die, and they're all gonna go out as a happy family. I can't imagine them killing Cloud though, but that would be fucking metal as fuck. The idea of Cloud dying would be very... It would work, though. Let's be real. It would work. I think the idea of two separate timelines between one is honestly super good, but I don't know how they pulled it off. Exactly. If that does happen, big possibility. If it hasn't already happened, I think it's gonna be at the end of this game in 2. We're gonna get an event again like Fate, but it's gonna be Aerith reconciling the 2 timelines, and then the 3rd game is going to be we are on like one plane of existence. That's not satisfying at all. Well, I just mean in the sense of like when you're thinking about the goal of this story for Sephiroth is to be like to take over and infect the live stream and stuff, right? And the only reason Sephiroth is able to keep coming back no matter where and when is because he has a copy in Cloud. Like he has Genova cells in Cloud. So in theory, to kill Sephiroth forever, you would need to kill Cloud. I mean, or you know, give Aerith some healing rain and like, I don't know, kill Genova. The end of remake is definitely gonna be like super mega ultra neo Genova though, for sure. Like that's your final boss. It's gonna be Genova Ultra, something like that. No, I don't see them killing Cloud either. He's the most famous protagonist in a Final Fantasy of all time, but would it not be kind of fucking metal? It'd be kind of metal. Right, I also think that. I'm just saying it's a theoretical possibility. I don't think it will happen though. Be kind of cool. Can you imagine how mad people would get? They won't make people that mad. There's no way they won't make people that mad. We make 2 timelines, Zack, and a place where there's no Aerith at the church. Cloud is almost dead, and the section is already crushed. Right. Because they did leave too, right? I mean, if there are 2 timelines, that means they would have left. Who is this? Oh, does he still have his? We're all losing our fucking minds. Why can't they just upload the fucking trailer in 4K, man? Why can't they just upload the trailer in 4K? God, I don't know still. I literally, my eyes are so bad I literally can't tell. I'm gonna die. Anyways, I do want to play Lies of P. So, let me try to get that set up. Hold on. Okay. I will say this webcam, like, does freeze a lot. Jeez. Anyways, that was fun, though. I feel like I talked about as much as we can right now. Like, we could pull a ton of shit out of our ass. Which is fun. Honestly, it's very fun. But, there's only so much we can theorize without getting more of a story trailer. So, I don't know. Here's what I'm gonna do, you guys. I'm gonna end the stream here and then like restart it in literally like 1 minute just so it says Liza P. Just so like it's easier when I cut the VOD or whatever. I do that now. I don't know why, but I do. So, okay. Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. Okay.